What's up guys, it's me, Dr. B, or you can call me Vanessa. So I'm a psychologist who really loves reading books and sharing my love of books. In today's video, I thought that we could talk about my August TBR. We're currently 8 days into August and I've been meaning to film this for a while, but hadn't picked out my list yet. I've also just been a little bit busy this month with work and stuff, so let's get into it. So I started the month off with an advanced reader copy, or an ARC. I entered a giveaway on Goodreads and it was sent to me. The whole obligation here is that once you get a free book, so I won the giveaway. Once you get the book, you are to read the book and then review it, and that's kind of like the unspoken contract that you have with ARCs. So I got this book. I won this book called Such a Pretty Girl by T. Greenwood. And fun fact, I posted just the picture on my Instagram saying I was starting reading it, and the author commented on my post and said, enjoy. Also, go ahead and check out my Instagram. It is Read with Dr. B, which is me. I've got 100 pages left, so this is about 280 something pages. I'm on page 182. So it's really interesting so far. It reminds me a lot of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Not the story at all. I mean, definitely it's got these Hollywood vibes in a way, but they're in New York, and it just goes back and forth between past and present, kind of the rise of a movie star kind of thing. But there's also this mystery component to it. That's kind of what I'm gathering from it so far. Again, I'm not finished with the book. I've got 100 pages left, but I'm really curious to see what's gonna happen next. This is definitely, I didn't know what to expect when I started reading this book, but it's definitely something that I'm really enjoying. Next up, I have a couple of books that are summer reads. Okay, so Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. So I definitely wanted to try to get a TJR book in this month. This was one of the ones that I was this is a great summer read. Also something that I can read by TJR. But basically it's set in August 1983. What's kind of funny is I finished 2 books already so far. So I read The Hating Game, which that was a library book I returned. I was also listening to an audiobook. Both of them I started August 1st. And I was listening to an audiobook called Long Shot. It's by Kennedy Ryan. One of the main characters in there, his name is August. This book starts in August. This book is set in August 1983. So how funny is it the first 3 books of the month I'm trying to read are set in August, and it's August. This is about an end of the summer party, and apparently there's a big fire that happens, and it's about what people decide to choose that night as the most important things to them. Sounds like it might be some people kind of learning maybe materialistic things aren't everything. Next up, we've got Ugly Love by none other than Miss Colleen Hoover. This one is one that keeps popping up on my book talk. My sister even said that she was gonna start reading this, so maybe I'll actually try to read this with her at the same time. I don't know what month this is set in, but it'd be hilarious if it's set in August. With all of these books, I'm not 100% sure what they're about, so I won't be really giving a synopsis. I just want to share what books I got with you. Probably in my August wrap up, I'll explain a little bit without spoilers what each book had to offer. Next up is a book of the month pick from one of the Discord book channels that I'm part of, Archer's Voice. This is by Mia Sheridan, and this book actually has an exclusive extended epilogue in it. I've heard this is a really good book. I think Destiny Sidwell says this is one of her favorite books. It's a love story of sorts. If you're kind of catching on, my theme for the month was blue. So a lot of these books are blue, a couple of them are not, but a lot of them, either the book is shades of blue or the spine is blue. And then because I've been just hearing everybody raving about this book and saying it's a fantastic read, this one is It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. I probably will go ahead and get the second book in the series, which is called Hook, Line, and Sinker. I'm sure you guys have heard this on everybody's channel, so I wanted to see what the hype was about. Again, it's another blue book. It's set in the summer. I had some themes going on. I wanted to try to get as many summer reads in as I can, just because summer's ending and then I have to go back and start teaching again on top of my main full-time job, but I wanted to make sure I got some good reading in before summer ended. I also got another book that I'm really looking forward to reading. This is apparently a slow burn. Destiny Sidwell recommended on her channel. So this is from Lukov with Love. Again, I don't really know what it's about. Just by looking at some of the pictures, I would assume it's about ice skating. They fall in love, somebody's named Lukov. I'm really looking forward to reading a Mariana Zapata book. I think that ends my streak of blue books that I have this month. Then I'll show you a couple of the other books I have. Physical books, because obviously audiobooks come in whenever they come in, and I just listen to those when I'm in the car, driving to work, driving to the gym, whatever. Got another TGR book that I really want to read. It looks cool. I love a lot of her books. So this is One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Again, I don't really know what it's about, but it sounds like, just from the first line, there's a girl, she's in her 20s, she marries her high school sweetheart. This sounds like maybe kind of like trying to on their first anniversary, I'm not doing any spoilers, this is literally on the back of the book, but on their first wedding anniversary, Jesse, the guy of the book, is on a work assignment of some sort, and his helicopter goes missing, and Emma, the woman of the book, she's like, whoa, what happened? And then apparently she marries somebody else, and I was like, holy crap, I love stories like this. I don't know what book to choose next. And then the next book that I chose is another book that's on one of my Discord book channels. It's like the book of the month that we want to read together. It's called My Killer Vacation. It was also a book for another Discord channel that I'm part of for like a previous month. But this one is really quick to read. It's like less than 300 pages, super tiny. But again, these two books ended the blue streak. They're both like green, pink, whatever. And the last physical book I want to try to read this month is another ARC. The book comes out September 6th, 2022. This is an advanced reading copy of Unleashed by Kai Emmons. And this one sounds like, again, I don't know if I'm 100% correct, if I'm comprehending things correctly, but it sounds like these two people drop off their daughter Pippa at college, and then they come home and they're like, they have empty nest syndrome, and they're like, well, what do we do? And so they kind of have to figure out their marriage and stuff. Sounds kind of interesting. Definitely excited to see what like all these books are about. Again, this one's not part of the color theme, but it's an ARC, and so I wanted to try to read it before the book comes out, or it's published or put in stores. So the two ARCs that I wanted to read this month are Such a Pretty Girl and Unleashed. I think this book is really pretty because on the back it's like it's got like very hippie vibes. So it goes back and forth between the 70s and 2019. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Give me a like, subscribe. Let me know what you think of my video down below, what books that you're interested in reading or seeing me read, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.